Two teams, two coaches of the year, and two programs looking for their first state title. We haven't seen the sun for most of the day, but you can guarantee we will see the Suns tonight as they take on the undefeated Kamiakin Braves here at Lamson Stadium. Well, the last time it was sleepless in Seattle, the headliners were Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. Terry Annie, if you can hurry up and get down here, these bad boys will run out. The road to the Final Four is often littered with Cinderella teams, small schools, and crumpled up brackets. My bracket has been MIA since day one. With only 2 games away from a state title, that excitement's only going to build, and it starts tonight with the Todd Beamer Titans. If the Tri-Cities Fever were a pop song, they would have to be named after Katy Perry and Juicy J's Dark Horse. The IFL's hottest team are 2.5 games back of a playoff spot with 4 games to go. The loudest crowd roar at a sporting event, not just once, but twice. And if you want to know what that sounds like, just stand next to a jet engine. Ask Jay Frank to keep that thunder and lightning at bay just for a little bit longer so that we can get this game going. At Edgar Brown Stadium, I'm Vince Sapienza. Back to you. For many, peanut butter and jelly are the ultimate combo. For others, it's chocolate and peanut butter. But for Kamiakin High School, nothing meshes better than the girls' track and field and softball teams. Each came into the season with back-to-back state titles, and earlier today, the Lady Braves made it their 3rd on the track, while the ladies on the diamond look to follow suit. The Lady Braves in Lacing go to battle with Enumclaw. Rough start for Kamiakin. The Hornets sting first. Madeline Carlson pops one up. Braves get the out, but Enumclaw go up 2-0 on the sac fly. Braves would cut the lead to 1, but they weren't done there. Melanie Ord at the dish, and she wants seconds. A 2 RBI double puts Kamiakin on top 3-2, and then a little bit later, Siley Richards with the insurance run. And with that, the Braves state champs 3 years running in both softball and track and field, winning this one 4-2. The Othello Huskies' bid for a softball state championship continued today as they handed WF West their first loss of the entire year in the semifinals by a score of 9-3, putting the Lady Huskies 1 win away from a state title. Taking on Lake Washington, Othello coach Rudy Ochoa looking for his 4th state title in 19 seasons. In the 4th, the Kangaroos already up 1, and they add to it here. Kim Valdez slaps it to right. 2-zip Roos. Next inning, still up 2. A hopping around on second, but Madison Martinez ends the throw with a K to get out of the frame. Last chance for Othello, down a quartet of runs. Kristen Quigley slaps it through the infield. It was the Huskies' only hit of the game. That should tell you how this one finished. They finished 2nd in 2A as the Kangaroos shut out the Huskies 4-0. Go to the 2A championship in baseball where Ellensburg had a bout with the Kangaroos. Top of the 3rd, check out this defense. The Roos flare one to right. The Dogs' Alonzo Bibiano snags it on the bounce and fires it to second for the 3rd out of the inning. And Big E uses that momentum on offense. Kyler Watts grounder past the pitcher, and he shows off the hustle by beating out the throw to first. That was the Bulldogs' first hit of the night, but the best hit of the night came from the very next batter. Junior Ledger gets a whole lot of that one. A 2-run shot over the Green Monster and left. Ellensburg take the lead 2-1 after 5, and that would be all the Bulldogs would need as they are your 2A state champs 2-1. To the playfields, Connell looking for their 4th straight 1A softball title, taking on the Elma Eagles, starting the 4th tied at 1 with 2 on. Savannah Egbert singles up the middle, bringing home a pair. It was part of a 3-run inning. Connell on top 4-1. Straight to the 7th now. Final 3 outs for Elma. Purple still with a 3-run advantage. Now after a leadoff triple by Brooke Goldsmith, Sydney Smith puts this one to the fence. An RBI double cuts the lead 5-3. Very next batter. First pitch she sees. Izzy Cristelli sends that neon comet up to the stars and out of the park. A 2-run shot ties the game in the 7th. We go to extras. And in extras, Goldsmith making a claim for the MVP of the 1A tourney. Gets Casson Hopkins to sit down, and then look what she does in the bottom frame. With a man on first, hits a walk-off single. The ball gets past Brittany Vickerman. That allows the runner home. Elma, with a come-from-behind victory, dashed Connell's title hopes with a 6-5 victory. Stay in 1A baseball, Natchez Valley looking for the gold crown against Woodland. Right off the bat, Rangers go in front. Chase Wells blisters one off the second baseman. That allows Kellen Stauffer to cross. 1-0 Natchez. Jump to 6. It's the Rangers going back to the well again. Wells returns that one to the gap. Give him an RBI double and a 5-0 Rangers lead. Still in the 6th, different Wells, same result. This time it's his brother Sam who he rips into left. That plates Colby Molnar. And then in the 7th, Chase Wells at it again. So fitting, he ends it after starting it. A complete game, Natchez Valley, your 1A state champs. The Richland Bombers look to be clear favorites for another state run in softball, but an opening round loss yesterday makes 6 straight seasons of getting to the dance, but no gold. Instead, the Walla Walla Blue Devils, who quietly just keep on winning, were at it again today in Spokane. After a 7-4 victory over Bethel in the semis earlier, the Lady Devils battling Puyallup for all the marbles starting the 5th. Blue Devils down 2-1, and the deficit just gets larger. Puyallup's Natalie Joyner hits a 2 RBI triple, putting the Vikes up 4-0. Go to the 6th. Wahai trying to chip away at the lead. Kate Ferenz singles. Jordy Storm crosses home. Lady Devils down by 2. Same score in the 7th. Last chance for Walla Walla. Lauren Likes looking to go deep, but pops it out to end it, and a state title falls just short. Blue Devils lose 4-2. Checking with DeSales baseball, the Irish no luck needed here. DeSales mauled the Tigers for the 2B title 12-2. To the ladies now, who did not have as much good fortune, the Lady Irish fell in the semis to the defending champion Tudor Lake 11-4. And the Touchy Indians looking for a 1B state crown over Colton, already down 2-0 early. The Indians flexing their defense early. Harley Schaefer with a diving snag in the hole throws the runner out at third. That ends the inning. It gets Touchy out of an early jam, but that is when Shelby Gold puts on her hard hat and went to work. Lines one down the left field line, bringing in 2 more. That ties it up, but the Indians could not keep up in this one. They take silver, falling to the Wildcats, who win their 6th in a row, 9-4. And over to Sparks Stadium for the 3A state soccer. It was the Grizzlies who had to go to shootouts, but they outlast the T-Birds and take the bronze in Sunnyside 3-2. And in Sumner was the 3rd place game for 2A, where 3 goals were scored, but it was the Wildcats getting the 2 necessary. They finished their season with a 2-1 win. And the invincible play of the day goes out to none other than the men and women who protect us. The Walla Walla law enforcement took on the Walla Walla Fire Department, a sold-out burlesque for a 7-inning fundraising baseball spectacular. Now, the Fire Department won 10-2, but no score can best this play. Look at this. It comes from the sheriff's office. Richard Schramm committing absolute highway robbery. He should get 10 to life on this play. Look at this.
Nice.
Go Gadget Arm. Last year they made 24 grand in charity. This year I'm told they definitely surpassed that. That right there is the invincible play of the day.
Excellent.
Now Tim Bennett told us Terry Chick, Action News, went out there and he's the reason law enforcement lost. Had to get that out there.
That's right.
You know, after the turnover we had, I thought, you know, we're going to lose. I actually sat down because I knew they made it, and I was like, oh, crap. And then it sat there on the rim. It just didn't fall down.
10 seconds remaining in the 4th, tied at 65. The Prosser Mustangs had a chance to upset the 2nd-ranked team in 2A at home. But a Mustang turnover gives the Greyhounds a golden opportunity to end it in regulation. What seems like an easy layup turns into the most bizarre non-buzzer beater ever seen. I call it the Haley's Comet shot.
I've been around basketball since I was 2 years old, and I have never seen anything like that.
It was a finish most have and will never see, and one that could not be replicated.
There's no way. Yeah, there's pretty much no way.
Even weeks after it happened, it has become customary now for the Mustangs to start practice trying to replicate the shot.
Oh yeah, we try every day in practice, and it doesn't happen.
So I took it upon myself to show them how it's done. Easy as that. Come on, boys. Let's try it again. Sure, it took a ladder and a few tries to get it to sit still, but it still works. Now, as we were filming, kids said they were able to get it to sit on the rim while we weren't looking, only to find out it was because the ball was flat, and that just doesn't count.
One of those things I'll never forget, and I hope the kids never forget also.
Now, it may be hard to forget thanks to Case and Blair uploading it to YouTube. The play has been viewed over 2 million times, and it even made SportsCenter's not top 10 list.
Again, the ball doesn't come down. What's a ruling on this? Can we get a ruling, please?
The ruling would be no basket, sending the game into overtime. Now, Grandview did win, but it didn't stop the chatter in Prosser.
Yeah, that's pretty much all everybody was talking about. I mean, they all were like, oh my gosh, it's on TV. Everybody was telling us that it's on these different websites that we've never heard of.
It's got Prosser in the national spotlight, which is always good for a team and a town.
And that spotlight is as rare and bright as Haley's Comet. Vince Sapienza, Action News.